What's up, my veggies? My name is BTR, and welcome back to my movie review. And today we're going to be reviewing Speak No Evil, a Danish film from 2022. Sorry. So let's go ahead and read the synopsis. Go ahead and get that out of the way. Got it over here. On vacation in I'm afraid to mispronounce that, so I'm not. On vacation, two families, one Danish, one Dutch, meet and become fast friends. Months later, the free-spirited Dutch family extends an invitation to the more conservative, is that the right word? Danish one, for a holiday weekend getaway at their countryside home. It doesn't take long for things to gradually get out of hand as the joy of reunion is replaced with misunderstandings. The Dutch hospitality quickly turns unnerving for the Danes. They find themselves incredibly caught in a web of their own politeness and in the face of, I can't pronounce that word, or is it sinister behavior? But okay, so that's all I'm going to say. Don't get out much spoilers, but I will talk a little bit more in detail on certain things. Why am I reviewing this movie now? Well, later this year, there's a remake of it coming out, being done by Blumhouse. So that's going to be super interesting to see how they handle this film. And if you've seen the movie, you know why I say that. I don't watch a lot of foreign films. But when I do, I tend to like the ones I've seen. And this movie was like, this movie does a super good job at making you feel uneasy while watching. Like, you're actually uneasy watching at every single, even when it's like, because like it's like things are pretty normal, like the music and line delivery and just the overall atmosphere. You get an uneasy feeling while watching this film. And I was like tensed up and everything, had so much. And then the movie is definitely a slow burn. And then when you get to the craziness, like, it's a very psychological horror film. And when it gets to the stuff that isn't psychological, it's insane. The show, I mean, the movie it just rattles your nerves. The actors do a fantastic job of selling their uneasiness, their it's just everything making you uncomfortable. And you can tell, like, some of these characters are like, when one of the characters starts to like more build up I guess where it would be a vulnerability to the whole situation, it starts to get even more uncomfortable. It's like, oh, there's something bad gonna happen. It's like, and so much goes on, and you're like, what is gonna happen? And then you find out certain things that have happened, and it's like, what in the world is going on? And like, you're really like, your whole brain throughout the entire movie is trying to wrap your head around what's happening, what's gonna happen. And then when you get to the big reveal of what happens in this movie, it is the most uncomfortable and shocked and uneasy feeling I've ever had watching a horror movie. I don't think a movie's made me this uneasy from its concepts. Like, it's not even from like gore or anything. Even though there's one scene, this is um um ugh. It makes you so uncomfortable. I haven't, like I said, I haven't felt this uncomfortable watching a horror film since since Nope, not Nope, Us, and this goes even further than Us. Like, Us is a lot more what in the world is going on type of film. But the movie overall just really knows how to keep you wanting to know what's going on, but keeping you uneasy at the same time. It's terrifying that way. Like, the movie knows, like, oh, you know something bad's coming. You know you can't trust some people. And that is super, duper interesting, to say nonetheless. Like, it can be completely, utterly terrifying. And it is. The movie is terrifying. Like, with its concepts, with its, like, even like when you don't really feel, nothing really is going on, it's terrifying. Like, it's extremely, extremely terrifying. Sorry, I give you water. But the movie, it does all this freakiness to a shockingly good degree. And it's one of those movies, like, in most horror movies, you yell at the screen and, like, you're being dumb or all of this movie, like, you can tell, like, the writers want you to be like, no, and, like, what, like, I might want to put you, like, what would you do in this situation? And it's me, I would have been, I would not have put up with half the crap I put up with. I would love to see something more elaborated on with this. So I'm kind of hoping that's what the remake does. Because the filmmaker that's making that is like, they're saying, we're going to do it better. So I'm very interested to see what that's going to be. Overall, though, the movie is, like I said, a dumpster fire in a good way of emotions and scares and just like just unease. The whole time I'm watching this movie, I even tried cracking jokes like I do when I watch movies with a buddy, and I still didn't help me feel any less uneasy. And that's what makes this movie so good. Like, it's almost a flawless film. Like, it's almost a flawless film. Like, it's handled in such an interesting way. If I had to throw out any negatives about the film, if I had to throw out any negatives whatsoever, that's hard. I don't really know what to say negative about it. The audience is kind of alienated at points because even though this is a Danish film, like, a lot of the dialogue is English. A lot of the dialogue is English, but also a lot of the time when the main family is interacting, it's in the Danish when they're speaking, I guess, Danish. I'm not trying to. The other family that speaks Dutch, when the Dutch family speaks, there's no subtitles. You don't know what's being said if you don't speak the language. And but the Danish family, you get subtitles when they talk. So, like, it's possible, like, and like, they could have been, like, dropping hints and about all the stuff that's been going on in this entire movie the whole time. But it alienates the audience like that in a good way. Like, what are they talking about and everything. It can be a little head scratching, and that's probably it. I don't really have much negative to say about this movie. Let's see what critics give this movie an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, a certified fresh. The audiences give it a 55. Which I can understand with the way the film ends, how much of a general audience would not like. Like, I don't want to give away the ending because it is so, what the heck did I just watch of an ending? Me personally, I think just because of how eerie and the execution and how well everything is handled in this film, I have to give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. It is that good and that gut wrenching and everything without being gory or anything like that. And it's just so filled with just, it's one of the most shocking films I have ever watched. And it's great. With that being said, that's all I gotta say for this review. I hope you guys did enjoy. Took a little break from reviewing has-been episodes for this, so hope you guys are okay with that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!